Всем привет, ребята, с вами Арина, и сегодня мы продолжаем играть с Suicide of Rachel Foster. Так я не могу понять, Suicide или суицид. Ладно, суицид. День 9. 9-й день. Что мне кажется очень холодно. Подождите секунду. Окно закрою. Блин. Хоп, хоп. А оно закрыто. А что так холодно тогда? Блин, я не понимаю. Ладно. Не суть важно.
Irving.
Finally.
I know, I told you to go to hell.
I was dying on this chair.
You're right. That room freaked me out. So, I looked around the entire hotel, and if there's still a chance of getting to the bottom of the story, then it's gotta be behind the locked door on the last floor, in the attic.
That wing has been condemned for years.
I know, I'll be careful.
Okay.
There are too many things that I took for granted. It's as if someone was putting pieces of my past in front of me to show them to me under another light.
Who are you talking about, Nikki?
Maybe it's my father. In my music box, I found the medal I won the night Rachel died. Dad could have put it there, and if he did, there must be a reason.
It all sounds insane.
The night Rachel died. Maybe I have to start from there. I played in that really long hockey game. But what was going on in the meantime? You remember that night, Irving?
I think I was at church with my family.
Church. That night we had a mass for the poor here. We held one every year. As usual, Mom volunteered to take me to the game, but she was so busy with the soup kitchen that I was afraid she was going to be late. I remember while she ran around, she said she ordered me to close the mezzanine.
You mean the intermediate floor above the reception? What's in there?
A storeroom.
Have you been up there?
No, I'd forgotten all about it. I'd better take a look before moving on.
Так. Так что такое? А чё мы не можем? Ладно. Допустим. Да убери ты эту. Микрофон достала. Вы слышали звук, блин? Куда мы идем? Идем мы вниз. Так. И что дальше? Так, я ничего не понимаю. Я читала то, что тут есть вот это вот... А, вот она. Все, поняла. Я просто читала, потому что я фиг что сама найду. Что такое? Просто пью. Я просто попила. Попила. Не важно. Но это страшно, это как-то пугающе. Ребенок.
Irving? Hello? Can you hear me? I'm on the mezzanine, and it's a nightmare. There are mannequins everywhere. They're set up like in a scene. There's one with a hockey stick. Wait, what the fuck? That's my stick!
Да ладно.
If you're listening to me, whoever set up this representation, I think they want to tell me that Rachel
Рэйчел убили?
was killed?
Мне кажется, это Леонард.
Why my hockey stick?
Нет?
Hello? Hello? Oh god, why isn't he answering? Irving, I swear I'm not kidding. This is
Извиняюсь, были неполадки.
a huge deal. If you can hear me, it's time to make that phone call.
Ирвин знал. Это сделал Ирвин. Чё? Что тут написано? Чё тут написано? Ё-моё, кошмар какой-то. Кошмар. В общем, это все что-то очень-очень странное. Уходим отсюда нахер. Идемте к запертой двери.
Where are you, Nicole?
It's about time. Did you hear my messages?
How many doors have you opened, Nicole? How many are still missing?
What?
Что?
Are you drunk?
Я говорю, он
Keep
виноват.
going.
Hello? Hello, Irving.
Это точно он? Ребята, он стал каким-то очень агрессивным. Мне кажется, то, что тут причастен Ирвинг ко всему этому, потому что он очень-очень агрессивный стал. Меня пугает Ирвин на самом деле, потому что он очень агрессивный, реально. Странный очень какой-то. Почему он так спросил? Сколько дверей ты уже открыла? Что за дверь? О! Что? Это как понимать? Вот тут я уже... О, это что? Это что такое? Как это понимать? Блин! Испугалась. Что ж так пугать-то? Так.
Hello?
I imagine you found my room.
What does all this mean?
That's a
Мою?
question I've asked myself many times. What does all this mean, Irving? How far do you want to push
Я
yourself?
ничего не поняла. Я же
How much can
говорю.
you take?
What?
Every memory. Painstakingly gathered, every
Ё-моё.
reconstructed piece,
Я же
every
говорила,
little
это он
element
убил.
retrieved
Убил
from the dark.
Рэйчел.
A photo, a hairband, a lipstick. It means remembering, Rachel.
Это жесть. Я в
That's
шоке,
what all
ребят.
this means.
Я в таком шоке.
I didn't choose this path. I had to do it.
What did you do, Irving?
Я говорю, это все
These walls ooze with memories. The memories get into the walls. Under the floorboards, they creep into the
шоке.
crawl spaces.
You're not with FEMA. You, Jenkins, you never talked to him. Your boss, the phone call, all those weird events. You were behind all
Это
of them.
все он сделал.
Someone had to bring the last piece of the memory puzzle here. The most important
Мне
one.
страшно, ребята, это что-то просто жесткое.
Me? I...
Your father wanted to keep you out of it. I convinced him that only you could resolve the equation,
Это
as he
такая
called it.
жесть.
don't understand.
How could you? Over the last few days, you got a little taste of what it means to dig around in the past, hunting for memories that scratch away behind every wall in the
Просто.
night. We did it for years, day after day after day.
All lies.
I have nothing against lies. I grew up around
Я
lies.
в таком просто в шоке.
But now it's time for the truth to come out. Finally.
Хотя нет, помните, я говорила?
What do you want to do now?
Помните, я вам говорила то, что Ирвин очень-очень какой-то странный. Я еще тогда в морозилке говорила то, что Ирвин, возможно, все это подстроил. и закрыл нас в морозильной камере.
I want to tell you a story.
Мне
There
уже
was
страшно.
an invisible boy. Like everyone, he just wanted to run on the grass, ride a bike, swim in the lake in summer. But his father, oh, his father had other plans for his soul. In his dark world made of silence and prayer, there shone only one star. His wonderful sister. A heavenly creature that spent hours telling him fairy tales in secret. She who told
А я
him what
говорила,
a
что
free
это он.
and strong man he would become one day.
Rachel?
She was like that. Free and strong. At the time, I didn't understand her dyslexia. Or what retard meant. That's what they called her at school. But I could hear her cry at
Ну это
night.
жестко, это жестко.
I wanted to protect her. But I couldn't. One day, that beautiful, luminous creature met someone. A human being that saw her. For real.
My dad.
Yes. And I was the invisible witness of what happened. A love. Simply a love. Nothing more, nothing less. But that love was too much, and it would be punished. Who paid for this love, Nicole?
Rachel. Rachel was your sister. Now I remember you.
Блин, жестко, жестко.
You were too caught up with your hatred for Rachel to notice the innocent little kid that sometimes tagged along.
I didn't hate your sister. I was just jealous.
Doesn't matter. Those days are over.
How could I have forgotten you?
I was raised to be forgotten.
Блин, это так жестко.
Irving, where are you right
Он
now?
тут может в отеле.
The day my sister paid with her life for her love, we all died. We make up the history of the Timberline.
It was a tragedy. But you...
We all got frozen there, in that very moment, in that confined horizon of events. As you'll understand,
Это так жестко, блин.
as you've already begun to
Я в
understand.
шоке, реально.
I want to know what you want from me.
You have to keep going to get to where I wasn't able to go. You will be the new witness.
Мы ничего не
You
должны.
owe it to
Алло.
us,
Кто она?
and you owe it
А что он
to
мы
her.
сделали? Что она сделала? Ну ё-моё, что так страшно стало? Это что такое? Проектор.
A few
Ё-моё.
years have passed since I last used this old tape recorder. I think you were in elementary school.
Ключ-то возьми, нет?
I imagine a testament should start in a poised manner. My
Вау,
dear
красиво.
Nicole, my favorite daughter, etc., etc.
Красиво.
Poised, weighty, serious, irrevocable. I prefer asking you how you are. How are you, Nikki? You're probably tired. I can imagine. At this point of your journey, the marks and voices of this old hotel
Rachel?
will have already whispered all their secrets.
Ирвин, конечно, жестко, я так испугалась. Но я ожидала этого, потому что это было уже как бы так-то понятно, потому что...
Irving has always been convinced that
Ну,
you
я, помните, я вам уже догадалась об этом, но я не
could
знала, то,
surmount
что
the
именно,
fear
да.
and suffering that
Ну, а потом все, я уже поняла, как будто бы
exuded
реально,
from
потому
these
что...
hallways.
Подождите,
We tried.
Рэйчел,
We waited.
Леонард,
We were terrified.
Рэйчел и Леонард, что это значит?
We listened to her. But all the love in the world wasn't enough to decipher those muted vowels, those wide open eyes, those tears of light. In your time and space, in the here and now, I will no longer be with you. But it doesn't matter, trust me, it doesn't. I have a new theory, Nikki. Love is and remains. It is in the wood you stand on, in the walls that keep up this hotel,
Who are you
in
talking
the air
about?
we breathe.
Just
And
so.
sometimes it hates. It hates those who didn't allow it, those who cast it aside with indifference, and those who can't recognize it. Stars still emanate their light, even after collapsing, right? There's a lot of light here. There's light in death. I want to free myself of all this darkness. I can no longer
Я в
see
шоке,
the
ребята, это
stars.
всё- Я в таком
Tired of surviving
шоке.
in this limbo. So,
Это... Можно я спрячусь?
how are you, Nikki? I'm good.
Там кто-то идет.
I will be good.
Я слышу. Я слышала шаги.
Figure out what Rachel is saying, Nikki. She's here.
Нет. Отстаньте. Кто-то идет. Я буду стоять тут, я не хочу. Нет. Идите сами туда. Доска. Убийца. Вы слышите, реально кто-то? Прежде чем он разберется со мной, он откроет мне истину. Кто он? Так, пожалуйста. Отвали от меня, игра. Что делать? Что разобраться с чердаком? Что делать-то? Идите в жопу, пожалуйста. Игра, отвали. Тупая игра, уйди. И так страшно, я не могу и так тут. Я прочитала, что надо идти в гараж. Открыть мамину машину, а потом, получается, идти в этот. Достать одеяло, идти в прачечную. Сори, что я все смотрю, просто я сама не знаю. Я бы не догадалась. Взять вот этот ключ, идти в прачечную потом. Игра, отвали. Отвали.
Leonard was a very special man. His soul was big enough to love both you and Rachel.
Отстань.
I knew my father's soul better than anyone.
You were just a jealous kid.
Don't you dare try to make me feel guilty. You don't...
I just want you to get to the truth.
So why didn't you tell me about the truth?
Tell who? The Nicole who thought eating beans was the worst tragedy and couldn't wait to finish this business and run away, forgetting everything all over again?
You don't know anything about what my mother and I went through.
But you're different to when you got here. Now you can discover the truth, a truth that otherwise would have destroyed you. I didn't lie to you. I protected you.
Listen, I'm sorry about Rachel. I hated her, and I hated my father, but I never wanted it to end like that. I understand your pain, maybe better than anyone. Betrayal, shame, death. My family was destroyed, just like yours. How much longer does this pain have to last?
It'll be over soon.
Хорошо.
What else is there to know?
You want the truth. Well, I can't give it to you. I've already given you
Так мы
everything
же
I
соединим,
could.
мы знаем, что делать.
Now you have to tie the pieces together.
What does that mean?
Your father always said we are the sum of the people we take with us, and you abandoned these people. Here, in this place.
Enough riddles, Irving. I'm tired.
Me, too. You're the only one who can give a finale to this story.
Мы сейчас ее откроем, не бойся.
It's time you open the last door.
Одеяло. Все, бежим в прачечную. Про запас, да-да-да. Бежим в прачечную. И все, и нахер уходим. Где прачечная? Вопрос. Я забыла. По-моему, она там. Сколько мне помнится. Ну, она вот туда. Угу. И чё? Сюда? Куда? А. Теперь идти через комнату с котлом.
Oh, God. How could I have forgotten? I saw everything. I was there.
Нам сейчас идти через
All the
комнату с
pieces were
котлом.
in front of my eyes.
A kid's eyes.
It was the same night as the hockey game in Missoula. Reverend Foster was so busy with the preparations of the meals for the giving to the poor at the Timberline Church. And my mother, Claire, said that we would get back from the game in time for the distribution. She convinced my father to help the Reverend, and he'd come with his whole family. You and Rachel.
Yeah. I remember it like it was yesterday.
I couldn't find my stick. I panicked and I went down to the garage. Claire was there, red in the face. Her look.
Her look?
It was just a fleeting feeling. That's why I erased it from my memory. I had to erase it, understand?
What was in her look?
It just wasn't her.
Что?
It was like a frightful creature.
Бежим в
A
котельню.
disturbed, dangerous animal. I've never seen her like that before or after. Not even on her deathbed. And then she put her hands on her hips, exhausted. She smiled. And there she was again, my mom. I thought it must have just been the impression of a moment. I had the finals against Cold Springs High awaiting me. I climbed in the car, throwing my bag into the back seat. My hockey stick was there. Claire said she'd cleaned it. She'd cleaned it.
Ясно.
Go on.
I don't...
Go on!
We got there on time and I played. Best game of my life. And the last. Claire was on the bleachers encouraging me and cheering. And then I lost sight of her. For 2 whole periods, I think. And later, when I asked, she said she'd moved because Marty O'Donegal's father was getting on her nerves. But it wasn't true.
Жестко.
Just enough time to go back to the car.
Don't say it. Irving, don't say it. Don't say a thing. I don't...
Черт, ты что так громко?
I traveled all the way with Rachel's body and the baby she carried inside of her in the trunk rolled in the blanket. God. Oh my God. She killed Rachel.
Thank you, Nikki.
Секунда.
You've had your revenge. I hope all this gives you the peace you were looking for.
I wanted you to help me uncover the truth.
You're saying you didn't know that Claire...
I was only a kid. Plus, she never wanted me to get to the bottom of it.
Rachel is here?
You know, I think she's still protecting me. But I'm grown up now.
Oh, вот.
Now, we can all be reunited at last.
What? Wait, where are you going? Listen, we can work things out. What happened is terrible, but all the main players in this story are dead. Get it? Dead. We are still alive. We're alive. Me, you, we didn't do anything.
That's exactly what we did wrong, Nicole. We didn't do anything. It's beautiful here. Rachel told me about it so many times, but I never thought it was so beautiful.
You're the only one left. Don't leave me here alone. I'm scared.
It's white as far as the eye can see, beyond the mountains.
You left the hotel? But it's too cold. You'll die out there. Irving, please.
I've lived in the dark for years. You freed me. And now I can finally rest in the light. I can go back to her.
Нет, нет, нет.
Don't go. You can't. Don't leave me too. We have our drink.
It's not a goodbye, my tough, pragmatic, stubborn Nikki. We'll meet again. Another time.
Нет.
Beyond this horizon of events. Everything
Мы
is...
должны туда пойти за ним.
Irving? Irving? I don't want to stay alone here. Everything seems to be becoming dark. I'm scared. Who's there?
Ну
Rachel?
нахер.
Is that you?
Отвалите. Ботинки. Что за фигня? В одиночку? Нет, все. Надо финал поменять, ребята. Финал меняем. Сейчас будут две концовки у нас с вами. Я не хочу такую концовку. Мне не нравится эта концовка. Я не хочу в одиночку. Не-не-не, сейчас поменяем концовку, ребят. Не боимся. Кто?
Yes.
Nicole, it's me, Jenkins, the attorney. Finally, I can get through. You don't know how many times I've tried. I can't hear you. The connection's bad. How are you? I was really worried about the storm.
I'm good.
Great. I'm glad. You're sure you...
Listen, I don't want to sell the hotel anymore.
What? Damned interference. I didn't catch you. What'd you say?
Не хотим ее
I
продавать.
don't
Отвали.
want to sell the hotel
Не хотим
anymore.
продавать.
You've been really nice. Your job is done. Thanks.
Oh, well, I see.
Well, you're the owner, and you got every right to decide. But maybe we should talk about it in person. I want to understand. This kind of decision...
I'm back home. And I have to stay here.
Так, нет, все, сейчас концовку меняем, потому что Ирвин это просто... Ирвина терять нельзя. Чё?
You know, Mom, I was thinking about going to the lake. Remember where we went with Uncle John last year? Daddy and I started talking about the stars. You can't see them during the day, but they're always there. You feel like it? I would so like it. And we can have dinner at Doc Smith's diner on the bank.
О боже.
Rachel and Irving could come with us? What do you think? It would be so nice to be all together.
Ясно, крыша поехала. Не спеша.
It would be so nice. Wait. I did all that you asked me.
Короче, все, концовка мне не нравится. Концовку меняем.
Stop it, please. Anger shouldn't rule our life. You said that. I'm scared. I don't want to die. It's getting dark. I can't see the light. I'll stay here with you, Daddy. Mom, we'll bring back the Timberline to its fortune together.
Короче,
We will
все.
be happy again. All
Заканчивай
together.
болтать. Концовку надо поменять.
Like a whole family.
Понимаешь?
No more
Нет.
anger. Just
Концовка меня не устраивает. Я не хочу такую концовку. Поэтому сейчас мы это все, ребят, поменяем, не беспокоимся. Что? Алло!